ACP Algebra 1 Stirrup here. So I'm just going to go over, this is the worksheet that's in the back of your book. We're just going to go through this as a review. So determine if it's linear or not linear. So first thing I'm going to do is, looks like I'm growing by 2 or up by 2. Oh, that's kind of weird. So, and then I have 1 forward. So I have a difference of 2 here, difference 2 here, difference 2 here. Because I have this 3 happen twice, this is non-linear. This is a horizontal line. So yeah, that's linear. This one, well, the cover method works on that one. That makes a straight line, so that's got to be linear. And then this one, because I have x downstairs, that is not linear. Okay. Is that all we had to put on that one? And then determine, is the relation a function? This is not a function because the 3 is repeated. This is a function. This is a function. And this is not a function because of that. Well, I would not test you on that one. I think that we can say that it's a function, but we just don't. I'm not gonna force you to know that. All right, find the domain and range. Determine if it was discrete or continuous. So this is continuous on the first one. The reason it's continuous is it's a straight line. The domain is going to go forever left, right. So negative, positive, infinity. The range is going to go from 0, because we're starting down here and it's going up to infinity. So I'd make a square bracket here, going to infinity, because I would include that point. This one is discrete because I have to pick my pencil up to get to each point. And then my domain of this one would be -2, -1, 0, and 3. I just looked at all the x values. My range on this one is going to be -2, -1, 0. That's a y value of 0, and then this is a y value of 3. Evaluate the function when x equals 1. Okay, so I'm going to plug -1 in. So I have 3 times -1 squared plus 1. And then I have 3 times 0 squared plus 1. And I have 3 times 4 quantity squared plus 1. So that work all those out and you'd get that answer. On this one, I'm going to plug -2 times -1 minus 4, -2 times 0 plus or minus 4, and -2 plus or times 4 minus 4. So you're just plugging that in. We can skip this one. But you would be finding the answer on the 7 and 8. All right, find the value at f at 3. So f at 3 is here. So coming on up, where is this? That looks like it's at 5. F at 3 on this one. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I went too quickly in my head. Okay, because we want f at x is 3, so 3 is here. So what is my x value here? Yeah, it's going to be 2. And then on this one, 3 is here. So bring this over. What's my x value? My x value has got to be 1. All right, find the x and y intercepts of the linear equation. So this is going to be 0, comma, blank, and blank, comma, 0. So this means I'm covering up my x value. So 3 times what number gives me 6? That'd be 2. And then this is a y value, so we're going to cover up my y. So 2 times what number gives me 6 is 3. And 0, 2 is the y-intercept, and 3, 0 is the x-intercept. Do the same thing for this next one, 0, comma, blank, and blank, comma, 0. So -3 times 0 is 0. So I'm covering that up. 5 times what number gives me -30? And that'd be -6. So that's the y-intercept. Okay, this is a y value. We're plugging it in. We're going to cover that. -3 times what number gives me -30? And that's going to give me 10. That's an x-intercept. This one we're going to work the same way. 0, comma, blank, and blank, comma, 0. Okay, 1/2 times 0. So we're going to cover that up. Y equals -8. That's the x-intercept. This is a y value, so we're covering up the y. 1/2 x times, or 1/2 times x equals -8. So that's going to give me -16. I have to multiply both sides. You can ask about this one if you'd like. The points represented by the table lie on a line. Find the slope of the line. Okay, so being we want to find the slope, we're going to pick any two sets of points. Okay, and I'll maybe label that x1, y1, and this one over here, x2, y2. And then my slope equation is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so I'm going to go 1, y2, minus minus 2, so 1 plus 2, and -1 minus 1. So that gives me 3 over -2. That's my slope on my first one. My second equation, we're going to pick two of the points, x1, y1, y1, that's a 1, x2, y2. So my slope equation is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I get 1 minus 3, 2 minus 2. That's -2 over 0. 0 is under, so this is an undefined slope. Okay, it means it would have made a vertical line. Identify the slope, the y-intercept, and the x-intercept on the graph of the equation. So in order for me to find my, let's do this first, because it's set up for the cover method. So if I plug 0 in, so 3 times what number gives me 15? So 0, 5, so that is my y-intercept. This is my y value, I'm going to cover that. So 5 times what number gives me 15? That's 3. That's my x-intercept. And then I want to find the slope, so then I need to solve this for y. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides, and then divide everything by 3. So my slope is right here, -5/3. This one's already set up to know what the slope is. The slope on this one is just 1. And then I could maybe do my cover method, but I might have to think through a little bit further. So this is an x value, so 0 minus 3, that's -3. So that's my y-intercept. And then this one, this is a y value, so I'd get 0 equals x minus 3. So I'd have to add 3 to both sides. So that's my x-intercept. This one is a vertical line. So vertical lines have an undefined slope. The only thing this has is -4, 0 as an x-intercept. It does not have a y-intercept. It goes parallel to the y-axis. Okay, describe the transformation. We're going to skip this. All right, so y equals 9. That's a horizontal line going through 9, just like that. Okay. Oh, we have an inequality. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to plot is I know I got 0, 7. That's my y-intercept. And my slope is -1, so I'm going to go down 1, right 1. And this is a dotted line. Okay. I'm going to pick my point 0, 0 because it's a great point. Plug it in. 0 is less than -0 plus 7. 0 is less than 7. So that is true. And so with true, my friends, means I'm going to shade down here. Shade where it's true. This next problem, we're going to use our cover method. So 0, blank, and blank, 0. So this is an x value, so I cover that up. So -2 times what number gives me 12? It'd be -6. So 0, -6 is down here. And then that's a y value. Okay. So I'm going to cover that up. So 4 times what number gives me 12? And that would give me 3. Is this a solid or dotted? It's got an equal sign, so it's solid line. 0, 0 is a good test point. So plug that in. 4 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. Is 0 greater than 12? No, that's false. So that means over here has to be true. So if that's true down here, you're going to shade this region down here below the graph. Okay, so first one, f at 3, we're going to come up. Function at 3. Gosh, it looks like it'd probably be 12. Domain, it goes forever left, right. The range goes from -1 down here on straight on up to infinity. And the interval where f at x is negative, interval for where it's negative, well, it's negative down here. So it looks like it's between -2 and 0. That's where it'd be negative. And where is this increasing? It's increasing over here. So that's at from -1 to infinity, it's increasing. All right, next question. F at -3, so 1, 2, -3 is here, so that looks like it's up at 1. The domain of this, I don't think we have points on each end, so I think my domain goes forever left, forever right, so negative, positive, infinity. My range goes from here, -2, and it heads on up to infinity. The interval for where x is positive, so it's positive there and there, where it's above the x-axis, so that's -infinity to, I think that's -2, and then from 2, +2 to infinity. That's where it's above the x-axis. And where is this increasing? The increasing was over here, so it was increasing from 0 to infinity. Let's see. I don't know if we'll worry about this. We're going to skip this one. I think we can skip this one as well. And that should be it. So make sure you are studied and complete for this test. Have a great day, everyone. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.